The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Hey, you stoners out there. It is I, Mel the Fun Guy, and we are here. Why are we here? Oh, yeah, shit. It is the IWK 710 Daily Sesh. And with us, joint host, Hobbies Puppets. And tonight, we have as our guest, Frosty the Budman.
What's going on? Hey, so you're the fun guy, huh?
I'm a fun guy, dude. Dude,
Well,
and I don't know if you can turn your phone, but if you turn your phone, it'll give you a whole wide screen the way this program is made.
Wait, we don't want to go upside down, do we? Well, let's put
Yeah,
it
no,
upside down.
you gotta have the autocorrect off.
Okay, let's do this right quick. Hold on.
Yeah, shit, I should have told you that instead of fucking getting high back in the back.
Well, I mean, it happens. This is a new phone, so at least it gives people something to laugh about here, though.
All right. Woo!
Let's see.
We don't mind the cinema, though, either. Oh, there you are.
Hey, I'm so excited. Hey, see, I was going to do that earlier, but I wasn't sure, though. So that even helps out even better because I got a couple friends, too. I brought a few friends with me, and with you being a fun guy, I think you know who they are, kind of.
Yeah, that's a mushroom, and that's fuck, what's his name? You named him. I can't remember the name.
Well, tell you what, especially I love it since you broke it out this way. His name's Bushes, all right, and then this is Lemon, or I'm sorry, this is Tech, and this is Lemon. I got to get it right because I get it right here, but yeah, this is Lemon and this is Tech. This is Bushes. So it's kind of cool that you popped out because I had them here with me and it kind of goes together.
Oh, it does, man. That's good. And Mr. Hobbies almost didn't grab me because my stick was stuck into the fucking thing and he's like yanking. Shit, last time we did that, we had an armless puppet before the show.
No, armless puppet. So, yeah, you do like to keep it interesting then. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Dude. So, I hate to jump out on a question right away, but Frosty the Budman. Well, what made you choose Frosty the Budman for your brand name, dude? Like, when you're sitting there and be like, I want to be a Facebook guy. I want to have a brand. Is that how did it come up? Like,
oh, gosh. I don't even know where to start with that because there's a huge story behind it.
I got weed. My viewers got weed.
We got a few minutes. Yeah. All right. So I'll just start off though. I grow weed. I grow cannabis. I'm a medical caregiver here in Missouri, and I grow for patients, right? But what started the Frosty part, which is part of that, is I started growing 10 years ago, and I just started growing these Frosty nuts. And then, fast forward to kind of about 3 or 4 years ago, when I started getting known on the internet, which we're going to have to go to a story before that also.
Okay.
There's a whole big, thing.
Oh, that's fine, dude. I always wonder where to start, but
I grow dank weed that's frosty, and that's kind of where the name came from in a sense. And just kind of took over Missouri, took over my life. I mean, look, Frosty the Budman.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it kind of represents my weed in a sense also that I grow.
Oh, okay. And you're an MC host for cannabis,
Yeah.
shit.
See, the cool thing about that part is though, this is where it brought up everything. My mom passed away 2012, so about 12-ish years ago. I'm not good with math, but it left me with agoraphobia and PTSD, major depressive disorder, major anxiety disorder, whatever you want to call it, and all kinds of stuff, man. And it left me in my house. And I didn't leave the house hardly at all for as 8 years. It's just that sticks in my head. And then I started coming out more, is what I call coming out of the grow closet. And there's a story about that too. Somebody basically tried to ruin my life, man. And I started posting pot just everywhere on Facebook. And I just started getting known on Facebook and just going all over Missouri, and then started helping MC events. And it's been bringing me out of my shell, back to like the old me, but in a new sense. So, and it's something I really love, man. Even though with the anxiety, but it's amazing.
Welcome in, everyone. We are here with Frosty the Budman. If you're from Missouri events, you might already know the myth, the legend, the story. This is behind the scenes now, getting high, fried, and having a informal with a puppet. Woo!
I never got to smoke with a puppet before. This is my first time.
Oh, all right. Well, let me pull out the bong, dude.
I mean, I have my friends. Don't get me wrong, but you know, they're not necessarily puppets, though. They're my, you know.
It's a different vibe, dude. It's a different. Yeah. It's kind of like having an imaginary friend, but really seeing it, like other people can see it.
And you know, I was watching some of the videos, and what I love about the puppet there, you guys are positive. I've noticed.
Yeah, we tried to. I mean, Tommy got stuck in a cheer up video and started swearing and cussing, but it's all part of the cheer up video.
Yeah. gotta have fun.
Yeah.
But no, I love the positivity though, man. It really helps uplift people and it helps out. So that really stuck out to me, and that's really awesome. Oh, I heard something. I heard some water.
Yeah, so it's nothing but we never thought we'd be like famous, but we're smoking shit with our faces on it, bro.
Hey, it's awesome. Here, all right, here we go. I got some I think some black truffle I grew. I mean, I know I grew it, but I think it's black truffle, and I got some dry stick in here. Let's check it out.
Black truffle. Oh, awesome. Oh, dude, that is so freaking awesome. Cheers! Jump! Woo!
Black truffle. Nice. Yeah! You're going to get me all pumped up here.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We're like the pumper upper of guy. Oh, wait.
I know you like this.
Ooh, see, we don't have any of that fancy stuff except for like these carts that don't always work, right?
I mean, I got to break out all the mushroom stuff here.
Oh, wow, dude.
That's a fun guy.
Is that a bong?
Yeah. Matter of fact, here, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this shit. Let me take another one. Welcome in, Master Al, and everybody else getting high with us. It is officially 7:10 on the East Coast, so let's bring up the 7:10 getting high on the East Coast. Happy banner.
Oh, so it's 7:10. That means I better take a dab break then, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a hit real quick.
Here, watch this. Let's do this. Well, I need to know what it is. Well,
All right. Take a hit of that. And then I'm going to take a hit of the vape pen.
got me a couple mushroom necklaces too. Woo!
Oh, yeah, that was good.
What are you?
Hey, Anthony, can you see why the dog's barking, buddy? I'm working here.
Oh my god! So you got some dogs back there, do you?
Yeah, the dog's barking at the door, dude.
Ah.
The kid, because we didn't have to go to the other kids' formal because we're working tonight and having a celebrity, Frosty the Budman. So Jade let us stay back, dude, and not have to get a sub for tonight. And so we're watching the 12-year-old while he plays VR. He's like, well, if Corey gets to stay home, or if Duke gets to stay home, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting me another doggy myself. It's awesome to have fur babies around the family.
Yeah, well, they're good. They're good alarms too, man. When shit's going on, you're in the house, the fire alarm's going off. This one doesn't like the fire alarm, so he sits and like bitches and barks, and so whenever like the missus is cooking and burning shit and she's puffing with us, we know because the dog's barking because the shit's
You're so awesome, man.
thank you, dude.
It's just so unique. I mean, they're not just, I mean, they have their own personalities, I mean, every single one, just like us. I mean, they're a living human being.
Yeah. Can you imagine how fried you got to get to have split personalities that are healthy?
Yeah. There we go.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Master Al. Hey, everybody. I love the fact that you guys are chatting with each other in there. Woo!
You got a chat room going on in there that you can see?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a good evening. Hope you guys are smoking some good weed.
Right. So, do you do your own breeding, or do you just sit and grow other strains and friends and breeds? And I mean, walk us through the land and shop of Frosty the Budman.
I have not got into breeding. People have been wanting me to get into it, but I don't have much room where I grow. I got a 3-bedroom house, and all 3 bedrooms are grow rooms. And so I use every single bit of room I have to grow my plants and flower them out. But, getting to know everybody and whatnot, I've been getting to meet a lot of cool breeders. So I grow other breeders' strains, that they've created. Or sometimes breeders will get a hold of me and they'll send me some, to try it out.
Right.
Like, for instance, Captain Redbeard, Kindway Farms. There's this other breeder it's just online. I don't know them personally, but I haven't grown a lot of different breeder stuff because it kind of goes along with the story. Like I said, I've been growing about 10 years, give or take, maybe 11 or 12, but we have been legal medical for about 4 or 5.
Okay.
And whenever I started growing, this one guy gave me 1 seed, man. And that's what I grew for that long. I taught myself how to clone, taught myself how to do all this and that and whatnot. But finally, after we got legal, I had the cojones to order seeds. So I was worried to order seeds back then. But I basically grew almost the same strain for almost 10 years, man, almost. Well, maybe 9.
What is that black truffle, or is it something else?
No, the cool thing about what I grew for so long, I don't know what it is. I was over at a guy's house, a friend of mine, and he came back from Colorado, and he said he had, I think, 5 or 6 White Widow feminized seeds. And I was like, hey, man, can I buy a couple off of you? And he was like, well, I'll give them to you, but I want half the crop. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't trust myself with that. And he was like, well, I'll give it to a friend. So anyways, before I left, he reached into this drawer right beside his seat, or where he sits at. It was in his back room. And he pulls out a seed without even looking at it or anything. I don't even know how he could tell. He grabbed onto it and he said, here, if you want to practice growing, try this.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah. And I don't know if it's that White Widow. I don't know if it was just some bag seed that he had, but that's what started me. And it was quite life-changing, that's for sure.
No, that's the way to do it, man. Find one like my favorite that I'm like was in my imaginary world learning off of was a Mac. A Mac clone that was gifted to us puppets, and we just sat and we cut it and cut it and cut it, and we just learned rooting, dude, with rooting powder and without sometimes and this dude, this shit grows like a forest without being in the dome, dude, and shit. Just like bloop, and then soil, man. But then we found out that it might not be a Mac. Like the person, like, you know, working with stoners, like when they send you two things and then they get the labeling all screwed up, you know. So the story is that it's a larvae Mac, okay, but it's not a Mac. It's the larvae bud was the Durban Night that everybody was growing, which was the Jack Hare and Durban Poison. And yeah, and that's larvae. So right away, us puppets are like, oh shit, we'll take that larvae bud and we'll take something compressed and mail and fucking just tighten that bitch up then, dude, because it tastes fire, dude. Right, but we don't have the room to do this kind of shit, you know, like in our imagination, of course.
I've grown Durban Poison. That definitely has quite the distinct smell to it. You know what I mean? You know it's Durban Poison whenever you smell it.
So is that originally itself larvae? Like I can't figure out why this bud is larvae then.
You know,
unless it's an F1. Yeah, unless it's
I can't remember what the weed looked like. I remember the smell. If I smelled it again, I could tell you, but I can't remember what it looked like for the life of me.
Yeah, so it's stringy. It's stringy, long, stringy leaves. Like the leaves go out portraying, even if it's under the fucking light, the fan leaves stretch. And then the branches stretch too. The branches are very stretchy. We practiced our topping with it, and we cut it in our cloning, and we cut like 4, 5, 6 headies, and it just we made it like a standing up, kind of like when the tree trimmers come through your property, went by the like fucking power lines, and they make it like that, like, you know, like a table cut, like in between the lines. Like we did that with it, dude, and it just took off.
It's crazy. It's interesting how plants, all different plants can grow, but I mean, you know, there's so many different strains out there, and it's just like us. We're all different. We all grow different. We all require different. You know, so it's really interesting.
So are you a soil guy or a hydroponics at your farm?
Nope, I'm a soil. I had a logo a little while back, and I still have it. I just don't use it as much. But at the bottom of the logo, it says "loyal to the soil." So I've had people try to get me to try hydro and deep water culture. Not saying I won't try it, but I've just always used soil, and I use dry amendments and make teas and stuff like that. I really like the flavors and the smells and the outcome of it. So I've always stuck to it.
Happy 420 on the West Coast!
20! Oh, that means we got smoke, guys. That means we got smoke.
I should have warned you, dude. Look how quick he passed.
I never miss an opportunity.
Professional!
Now, here in a little bit, I may have to take a rip off the 6-footer. I don't know if my lunch can handle it tonight, but it's a thought. You must be smoking that Underwood over there.
Okay, so no, Mr. Hobbies, when he gets happy, like wait, all right, so he's not a very good quality person. If he doesn't like the way his puppets performed our bud quality, he just grabs the whole thing, grinds it up, and smokes it like a crackhead because he says that's all that shit's good for is just smoking it like crack because there's no style to it. No bud form, no. Yeah, guy's a dick to work for, but hey, he pushes us to work harder and fix our problems. I mean, we're finding a lot of help, and this is where our dick gets kicked in, dude. Is that we got to let people in our lives and accept gifts and miracles sometimes, dude, and put our pride aside. But I don't want to be a leech. I guess I mean it's. Yeah, I don't know. But we got issues too, buddy.
Well, at least you're admitted. So that's a good thing. That's the first start, ain't it?
Right. Hey Seth, how you doing? Hey Jen Dub, what's up? What's up? Oh man, we're getting high and fried and slime with puppets, man. Let's go get another puppet. You don't have to talk to a mushroom the whole time. Well, actually, let me take one more bong if asshole's gonna make me leave.
Who else is coming out?
We're gonna go with our first genetic puppet that we named after a company.
Oh. I know who.
So this is where I get screwed up because I can't remember which puppet. The two people in the canna community, I made puppets with their genetic logos on it, and I can't figure out which one came first. I'm so high right now. I can't find one of them.
You're doing that. I'm gonna get some more weed here already.
Fudge. I hope he's not in the truck for when we all went to the. Oh yeah, he might be in the car yet.
I was gonna say it seems like you all like to go around and like parks and stuff.
Yeah, we do. We love it. We can't get enough of. Oh, here he is. We can't get enough of the parks, man. Our whole thing originally when we first started puppets, Mr. Hobbies was healing from a surgery, and so his whole goal was to get out more, and we were gonna get out with the world and places and travel the world, but a broke puppet can't travel far, so we go for walks now and gators. We go talk to gators and stuff.
Heck yeah. The gators?
Yeah, there's a gator wayside down the road, dude. Like, because we live right off of the main interstate from Florida all the way to California.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, so we live right off of that, and there's a wayside where you go and talk to gators. Yeah, I'm a gorilla. And I don't know, from you being from Missouri, you might have seen that Mythic Genetics logo before.
I may have. My memory is so horrible though, but yeah, probably.
Yeah. So our buddy Alex gave us this shirt, and Mr. Hobbies wanted to make a gorilla because I'm Todd's brother. So Todd's a Shih Tzu, his mom's a Shih Tzu, and my dad's a gorilla, and my dad's a gorilla too. But he took mom's traits and came out like a Shih Tzu. I came out like a gorilla.
I'll be dang.
Yeah.
You have my mind baffled right now.
Right. You can't stop picturing a gorilla with a Shih Tzu with, right?
My mind just like, I'm lost.
We don't judge. We're not, I mean, a species is a species.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, a gorilla can fall in love with a Shih Tzu.
Hey, I'm all for it. I am all for it. I'm for
Yeah,
it. Awesome. I learn something new every day.
right. Gorillas and yeah, dude. Can you like he? Oh man, it's like giraffe and the hippo.
Oh my gosh, a giraffe and a hippo. Huh? Now that could be quite very interesting. Like, I mean, if I
Or
ever
a rhino. How would a rhino do? Because a rhino actually can, it's the one animal that can pee backwards while standing.
that is true. Yeah, you got me watching. I've seen videos of rhinos peeing.
Dude, us puppets went to the fucking zoo once, man. And sure enough, that's what the lady told us that. And then we're like, we don't believe you. She said, take a look. And we looked at him. Sure enough, he was pissing backwards.
I want to pee like that sometime, and just once, just to experience it.
To be so hung to pee backwards, man. Right.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. Now, hey, next time I go to the zoo, I'm gonna have to really. I'm gonna be looking at animals, start pairing them up, going, okay, what about this? See what you did?
Right. So Canada events, dude. Do you go to Canada events to get your brand out, or do you go to Canada events to support the cause in the leaf? Like, where are you? Is it selfless or is it selfish?
It's selfless.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Frosty the Budman. Yeah, I've done this and that. What brought me to this stuff also, I used to do a lot of positive videos. I used to do a lot more positive posts. And uh, people ask me to come to these events. And I don't mean just the event promoters, the event people that put it together or vendors. It's the people that go to the events. They want to meet me. Some of them said that I've helped change their life.
Oh, wow.
Like it gets really, really interesting and awesome. So there's the two main reasons that I feel like I go to these events is one from myself. It helps me get out of the house. It helps me get out of my mind. It lets me be me. It lets me be around people that are like me. It makes me feel like I'm at home, and I get to actually have fun in life, man. And for two, it's for the people, um, because not only I guess, and when I say I guess, I don't see what I do for others. But I guess I have changed their life, and the deal about it is I know they have changed mine. So that's my two main reasons that I go to events is for myself and for the people out there that I've talked to throughout time on the internet that deal with some of the same stuff I do and whatnot. And yeah, I still get to have a lot of fun while I'm at it, though. Don't get me wrong, but it's for love. That's what it's for. Is for love.
So you're honest about your different illnesses, why you take cannabis yourself. I love the fact that on your posts, you say, hey man, I took a time out today, or hey man, I gotta get out of my head. We're gonna blaze. We're gonna have some fun. And like I like that realism because we do that. Because it's the realism, dude. It's because you got to be you. You got to be a healthy you. And I love the fact that That's what always drew us. When we first seen you, we're like, dude, what the fuck's going on in Missouri? What's up with this guy, dude? You know, we watched. We didn't even follow and liked right away, dude. You know, we just sat, we watched. We're like, hey, oh wow, dude. You know, and so yeah, man, it's this is one thing cool about stoners entrusting us puppets with a show like this is I can have whoever I want up here, and I have people that are on my wish list to sit down and get high with, dude. And this is fucking awesome, man. I thank you so much for coming on and hanging out here and something about the cannabis and knowing a feller that bled to learn a hobby, but not like a corporate, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna make some money. No, that learned a trade and fucking learned and bled and cut and worked and sweat and fucking did the hard work. Didn't have someone else do it. You know, fucking did the time. Like this is what I like, because that's the real, that's the heart, and that's where a quality of a product starts from, I feel.
It does. It really does. When somebody puts their heart into it and everything, man, it shows. And that's how my cannabis got so known around Missouri, man. It's not like I sold it to anybody or anything. I go around all these events and just smoke it. And people are like, oh my gosh, what is this? And it's like, that's it. They're like, you grew that? I'm like, yeah. So people have really enjoyed it. But I want to say something about the Facebook ordeal real quick. It's my way to release. I don't really talk to a lot of people. I stay to myself. Yeah, I'm a very colorful person. Yeah, I seem like I'm super, super outgoing, which I am in a sense. But I stay to myself a lot, and it's a way for me to express myself. And it's really awesome that even though I don't talk to people, that other people I can reach out to people that way. You know, so it's a way to help me also. But I appreciate you saying that, because it's just an awesome thing. So what strain, you may have said, I don't know if you said earlier or not, but what strain?
Yeah, we're either smoking a Durban Nights or a Mac, dude.
Okay, that's right.
If it's the Mac, it's a Mac that was two different breeders bred together and taken to an F3.
You got me wanting to grow some of that.
Oh man, I love the taste of Mac, man. It's one of those strains like a wedding cake or an ice cream cake. Something that you just kind of want to keep in rotation, man. You know, just so you can just like, oh, hey, what's this? I feel like this tonight.
See, I've had it a couple times. I can't put my tongue on the flavor in my palate, but I know higher, and I know I enjoyed the flavor of it though.
Think a strong myrcene limonene, like strong, yeah, like think that, but like a eucalypt, like a little on the earthy eucalyptus smell, like what people would confuse sometimes with a pine, but not a pine. Like to me, a pine is like a Northern Lights. Sometimes people get their citruses mixed up with a pine.
Yeah. See, anytime I hear something that somebody really likes because of a unique flavor, I want to grow it because of the fact I do grow organically, and I want to see what flavors I can bring out of it. You know what I mean? Even more. And kind of sour diesel, or I want to grow Blue Dream just to see how orange I can get the hairs and how orange I can get it.
Dude, you want a purple black, man? I'll tell you behind the scenes a kick-ass fucking purple black out of one of our favorite breeders in Amsterdam.
That sounds very nice. Black?
Yeah, dude. The picture of one of the phenos off of the breeder site in Amsterdam was fucking purple black, dude. Now I don't know if that's a 1 in 100. Like fucking, like my buddy Alex, he hunts like for that rare shit. He'll look for he'll like we got a red jelly. He's like, dude, too bad you didn't have 100. I'd look for that red one for you, type shit. You know, like fucking plant a whole bunch and look for that red pheno, dude.
Well, speaking of phenos, I was talking about Kindway Farms earlier. They're here in Missouri. But there's this one pheno or one strain I grew. Well, I grew a few of them. Don't get me wrong. But this love whip, it reminds me kind of like the black truffle. But I had this one pheno that popped out of it. I'm going to show you here just real quick. I don't know if it's going to show up good on the camera.
I want him to do a hunt for it instead of, but he'd be like, you hunt for it. I don't have to
see it too well.
Oh, wow, yeah, let me blow you up.
Like, a little better, but like this is really purple and that's really green, but you can't see it too terribly well. If I had one of my other lights, you'd probably see it. But as you were saying, you know, with different phenos and whatnot, it just came out so different, and I'm keeping it. I have to. Like, I took off clones right at the it's a long story, but at the end of flower and re-vegged them so I can have it. But because what's the chances of finding it again?
Right, dude. Right. Well, and that's what I like that. I don't have the room, like in my imagination, to do hunts up north. A buddy of mine, you know, it cost me a lot. Like he wanted a percentile to do my hunts, but you know, I was able to use his property and work that way. But yeah, that's when you're doing hunts like that, man, you don't know the odds, especially on the rarities on that, dude.
Yeah.
We lucked out what is it? Like our sister Sensei, the F3 gets like a kick-ass purple sometimes, dude, in the cool northern temperatures. People in the Jamaica bud that's grown may get the hints and stuff depending on one dude like harvests it or whatnot, but it may not be the same purples that they'll see in the northern hemisphere, or if the grower grows it in the colder temperatures. You know, if a dude on the island had a setup indoor, then yeah, he could probably produce it with the right, you know, AC.
Yeah, you definitely got to drop. See, like here, I have some. Well, of course, during the summer, you know, I have problems with being able to drop the temperature because I have to have window units in every grow room, and they struggle to keep up. And I got my power maxed out, so I'm doing the best I can with that. But whenever I am able to really drop those temperatures, it's really cool to watch those colors.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. One of the tricks up north that we did when we did before we got arrested the second time was we would open up the window. We would closed up the whole rest of the window, and then had a tube running to all the cabinets, dude, of the cold outside fucking like negative degree fucking up north weather, dude. Fucking ran through the whole tent system and just colorized everything and crystals and just just taking that outside intake, dude, in that cold weather, just like boop.
You know, now that you say that, I've never done that the whole time I've been growing. I'm going to have to try that if I got some flowering in the wintertime, which
yeah,
whenever I do, because I have all kinds of tubing for that.
Right.
I have for my fans and stuff.
And the outside is enough to not freeze it too much. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't use like a big fan. Maybe a 4-inch blower, or you know, even a 6-inch might be too much RPMs. It depends how many. It actually depends how many cabinets you're trying to keep cold, man.
Yep, I'll have to try that. Have you ever, like, people do this, and some people say it works, some people say it don't, which I can see it working because I water with cold water at the end. But have you ever put ice on top of your well, hold on. How do you say you grow?
Carefully.
Carefully. Well, water, soil.
Oh, soil. Yeah,
But have you
yeah.
ever put ice on top of the soil?
No, I've never done that before.
I've had a couple people bring that up here lately about putting ice on top of the soil and towards the end, so it'll treat it, you know what I mean, get that real cold in the roots and let it finish up, you know, a lot quicker. But I've never tried it myself, though.
Right. See, but you guys are like, okay, so we've been like in 70s for like the past month, man. For like the month and a half, 2 months, we've been 70s, 80 degrees. So it's like we don't get the cold temperatures that you get. Like we get 1 week of freezing temps, and that's about it.
Really?
Yeah, the rest is like 40 or 50, which I mean, you can grow cannabis in 40 or 50, but you're stunting the growth. I mean,
Right.
it's growing like it's in a refrigerator.
Yep, exactly. Well, it's kind of like a little while back before spring hit. It was really cold in my grow. It was getting cold in my grow rooms, and my plants just wasn't growing the greatest. And humidity was off, and all of it. And whenever I finally got my head out of my butt, realized everything was going on, changed it, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, just start sprawling out everywhere, and it was like they were so happy.
Right. Well, and it's like the more you do in your mind and your imagination, and learn, get the hours of the. I mean, there's really no wrong way. If you learn something from your mistake, you didn't do anything wrong. I mean, it's.
I agree with you there. That's a good way to look at it. I like that. As long as we learn, you know. But of course, we learn every single day, or we should, anyways. But
Right. Well, and if you're insane after learning the same thing after a fifth lesson, then maybe
well, see, my problem is I need to learn to pay attention more. Spider mites last, I don't know, 8 months ago, give or take. And it was a stupid mistake. Took a clone in. I didn't seclude it and treat it. I was in a rush to go out of town, threw it in my tent. No, please, people, don't judge me out there. But I got spider mites, and I had to tear everything down. And I finally started growing about 4 or 5 months later. After that, I was so worried to get plants going. But I'm out of practice. So I need to get sharp again and get on it. Pitches.
Product. So here we are, Frosty the Budman. We're growing killer ass fucking dank ass weed. Everybody's like, give me some of that shit. So now, how did you start initiating wanting to get your product up? Buds, yeah, buds too. But I mean, you seem like a guy that wants to learn. So you kind of remind us of ourselves. So I assume is somewhere along the line you wanted to start making everything, right? Like, are you I want to do it all kind of guy? So I want to learn this, learn that. Now you're self-sufficient?
Yeah, I'm not going to say I've done it all with cannabis because I sure the heck haven't. But I've made infused meals, I've made carts, I've made edibles, I make rosin, I sift keef. Now, I'm not saying I'm the greatest at it, but I definitely love learning. And the FICO, like I said earlier, I learned more about that the past couple of years. But that's what we were saying before, there's always something new to learn. And whenever I'm talking to people with cannabis, I'll ask questions, this and that. But I definitely strive to learn more and more because there's so much, with cannabis to learn, especially in the medical sense. Especially with the medical sense, because we can pair up, the terpenes with what we deal with our body pain, with our mental pain, all that stuff. So yes, I'm definitely, wanting to learn more and more throughout time because I definitely don't know it all. That's for sure. But yeah, definitely gotta learn. Oh, well, I guess if it's not.
Yeah, I'm taking a damn hit right now, man.
But that's the cool thing about it is I getting to learn all this. It gives me something to, kind of focus my mind on. So that's a good thing.
So you said you're making rosin. Are you pressing it, blasting it? You CO2? I mean, like us puppets blasting.
When you make rosin, you have to press it with a press. You can't get rosin from CO2 and all that because rosin's made from heat plates. So like with me growing all organically and making rosin, there's no kind of chemicals put in it whatsoever.
Whatsoever. Okay.
But yeah, I use a heat press and I love rosin. I'm not saying you can't get good flavors from anything else because I've had good flavors from CO2. I've had good flavors from butane and all that. Don't get me wrong. But it's just something about that rosin. Even if you're just pressing a bud, getting the juices out of the rosin, or if you're making hash rosin, it just does something to the palate. It's just something extra special.
I guess Cody's got the same press, man.
Oh, this dab press. Anybody out there that's watching this, dab press is amazing. I don't work for them. I don't get paid for none of this stuff. I'm just saying, since I'm a rosin person, I'm not downing Dewey Tech, but I had a Dewey Tech a while back, and it was like 20 something degrees off. And I got turned on to this dab press, and I don't think I'll ever change. It keeps temperature. It works amazing. They have different models you can choose from. And just the end product is just awesome. Just amazing. So dab press for sure. So your friend made the right decision.
Okay. So now are you dry sifting like dry ice and hash and like pressing it that way? Like where are you getting better flavors, man? Are you like pressing hash and then press buds, or I mean where's your better flavors at?
With everything that's I've just learned here recently, it's crazy. With everything I've done, I've just learned how to make hash this past year, right? So I haven't had the opportunity to press hash. It was bubble hash that I made. I have dry sifted hash. I mean, dry sifted, like trim and the bud, and got the dry sift out of it, and I pressed that, and I pressed flour. So I haven't really got, like I said, I haven't got to the hash press, and I made it once, but for instance, a long time ago, somebody gave me some screens. This is like one of the screens that I use. There's 4 of them. I'm not saying it's the best to use or anything, but they do work pretty good. But that's how I screen most of my stuff, unless I'm using my trim bin. But if you got like tons of stuff, not tons, but a lot of stuff afterwards to run, trim bin ain't gonna run at all. It doesn't work too well.
That's funny shit, man.
But like I said, though, I mean, whenever you press rosin, to me, you just get that extraness out of it because you're not blasting it just to get the THC out. It actually gets some more of the stuff, the more flavors into it. But,
right. I would like to get that point. All that stuff comes with a fairy godmother price tag,
Oh, God. It has taken me quite a while to build up this stuff. That's for sure. It's kind of like we were talking about grow stuff earlier. Like, my gosh, I mean, to get a tent, to get a light, to get the exhaust system if you need it, to get the soil or, deep water culture system or whatever a person does, that adds up within seconds.
Right.
It's like, and then people are like, oh my gosh, what am I trying to do here? Of course, there's different options, more pocket worthy, better options, but it does get crazy, that's for sure.
Cheers!
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna dab this time.
Oh yeah, that's good, dude.
Mm.
Oh, wow. Oh. Holy shit.
I love my dabs.
All right, dude, and that's I mean that's a dream world. You know, once you start being able to provide your own meds and whatnot, you can provide the different roundings on how you take it. So you can have a good medicinal regimen and whatnot. And it's more efficient for your pocket.
Oh, for sure. Most definitely. Once a person does get a grow going and they start getting used to the growing, they start getting a little more out of their plants. It is a lot more efficient. That's for sure. That's for darn sure. And then you can grow whatever strains you want. So whatever works for you. Find out what works for you.
Hey, Steve, what's going on?
Steve,
I'm trying to find something. Dude, I want to puff to this right here. All right, we're gonna get high to this. This is our boy, our friend, our buddy, dude. Fucking E Freezy, music beat producer.
E Freezy, yeah, I got him on my Facebook. I added him a lot. Sorry, not to interrupt you. I got excited. Sorry.
No, go ahead, dude.
I was gonna say I added him a little while back. I think. I mean, I know I did, but it's pretty cool, man. I like his personality. He's so upbeat. He's always smiling.
Oh yeah. I like it because it's got that guitar to it. It's like the old 808, dude. It's got that 1994 808 beat, dude.
Yeah. I'm not as good as him making beats and stuff, but a while back I used to make beats. After my mom passed away, I started getting music equipment and just kind of messing around a little bit. It's pretty fun. It's good and therapeutic, kind of like growing.
Yeah, that's what I want to learn is to make their own beat, man. I can't afford his beats. I'd love to be able to, but $250 a beat, man. You know, but you're paying for the loops. It's not a loop.
Yeah.
He's actually taking the beat itself and creating the loop. So you're not playing the copyrighted loop that most programs have, and, you know.
Most definitely. He makes, I mean, from what I've heard on his lives and whatnot, his videos, he makes really good beats, too.
Dude, to whip them out in a day, a beat a day.
Well, I was thinking that he did them pretty quick also. I mean, it's like music artists out there. I mean, a lot of famous music artists, you'll hear them in interviews. They say they sit in the studio one night, knocked out, I don't know how many songs, but it's like, no way. But it's crazy how people can actually do that with them. People just talented, got gifts. You know, every single one of us got our own gifts. Once you find it, exercise that gift. I'm telling y'all out there, once you find it, exercise that gift. Because that's what makes you unique.
Amen.
I'm telling you.
So Steve Sigler says, I made a strain called Green Ninja. I crossed it with the green crack and the ninja star.
Woo! I've had green crack one time, a long time ago. I liked it.
Hey Mike, what's up? So Mike's a buddy of mine, a grower out in St. Louis area. So he's Missouri. Mike, this is my buddy Frosty the Budman. He is out of Southwest Missouri, correct?
Me, Midwest.
You're Midwest. No
yeah,
shit.
Midwest. I'm Midwest. Oh. Wait, hold on a second. I used to do it like that. I can't remember which way it went, but Midwest.
Okay. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, hey. You know I drive a weed car too?
Oh, a weed car?
A weed car.
Dude, on your phone it says you can present, if you want to present the video of your weed car. No, picture.
Well, here, hold on 1 second.
Right. No, if you got a picture, dude, you can even present a picture.
I don't know how I can do that part, but just I just want to show you something real quick here.
Oh, we're going walking outside because he's got the weed cart. It's not his buddies. It's in the driveway. Woo! Well, let me blow you up so we can see it better. It's a Cadillac.
Yeah. I'm about weed just a little bit. And then, look.
A weed wagon.
Yeah, it's a Cadillac CTS wagon, so called it Cadillac Weed Wagon. It's my second CTS, the second Cadillac. I had to show that to you. I'm not good with electronics, so I wasn't going to try to put a picture up because I'll probably end up screwing it up. So there we go. Yeah, I drive a weed car. It's fun.
Right, that's awesome. I mean, if your lights are on, we wouldn't mind looking at the girls. No.
Well, it's a mess right now. I've been moving stuff around and transplanting. Here, hold on. I'll tell you what, we'll do this.
Oh shit, we're going on a Canada tour.
Hold on, guys. I just defoliated these, so they're not going to look the greatest. But this is some of that black truffle I was telling you about.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This was totally full, but I just defoliated it last night, and I'm going to flip them. But they're in 7 gallons and a 2x4. I don't normally use this 2x4 for flowering, but I had it open. That's what I'm going to do. Usually I just use it for veg. Same thing with this. 2x4. Use it for veg a little bit, but I'm just using it here. Just got done harvesting.
Oh, wow, dude.
I mean,
that's awesome.
Not too pretty, but get to kind of see. And then.
Oh, but that's a beautiful sight, dude. Looking at all, yeah, that's like, that means you got another beautiful sight.
Yeah, I got a few. Now the one over here is not going to look the greatest. But I just transplanted these. Let me turn the light down a little bit here. I just transplanted these. Oh, it's going to be too bright. In 10 gallons. Oh, there we go. Maybe.
Oh, wow. Damn, look at that bush, brah. So now, do you tie them down, or I mean, do you do low stress training? Do you do a bunch of different ways?
I usually do, and I did with these, but unfortunately, I talked about this earlier. Depression, I get my head in depression and stuff, so I don't work on my plants like I should. But I just put this 4x8 up, and I'm about ready. I'm going to put my net up in it, and I usually net stuff out. But yes, I do train them first, bring them up. Sometimes I top them, sometimes I just grow them sideways. You never know.
Esteban says, wow.
Have you ever grown a plant sideways?
I did once, and I had to cut a hole to water it.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah, I put the pot sideways, but then I grew another one where it was a straight up pine tree, and then I took it and I tied it down, and it grew, like everything grew up because we tied the top all the way down to the rock that kept it down.
Yep.
And then everything just grew up. It took a lot of space though.
Yep. Well, that's like the last ones I showed you. None of them have been topped yet. They're just all grown sideways. Now, not like, of course, laid over sideways. And I have seen pictures and video of that. But I just tied it down, brought them sideways. And like you were saying, it just brings up all those bud sites and just makes a big old bush. And I'll end up clearing the bottom out, net them up. And before you know it, you just got a 4x8. Just from side to side, the bag just full of buds, man.
Right. And they're all like almost the same size too, dude.
Yeah. See, that's what I like about the nets is I utilize my space that way. So I can get just nothing but tops, and that light just hits just nothing but tops. So it's like it's uniform. So
my problem is if I have a couple of seeds of the same strain, I'm going to grow it 3 different ways because I want to see what gives it the better of the yieldage.
Yeah. See, I wish I had more room to play more, you know?
Right.
I can sell my house and move to the country, you know,
like
and I can play
the garage for the pine trees, so you could have the pine tree colas and like let it, because like even the Sister Sensei, dude, that's a pine tree plant, man. The bigger it's up, if you're not topping that, you want that bitch to grow big, so then the end of all her fucking branches are colas, then, dude, because she's the pine tree bud.
Yeah. Woo. You got me. You got me thinking about some big buds. A while back, I grew this one plant I called Freak Nasty. Because the reason why, I'm sorry, it's not to be rude, but that was the name. But I tied her down and, you know, got her all like grown out and stuff. And whenever it grew up, these buds, these top buds, this is no joke. They were literally, I laid them across out of my arm. They were from here all the way to the tip almost. And these son of a guns were thick as can be too, in a 4x4 and a 10 gallon. Just when you were talking about it, I just kept picturing, when you said pine tree, I don't know why, I just kept picturing these buds just.
Right. Oh man, dude, there's this guy in the UP, man. My buddy and his wife would trim for him and cut, dude. And she's a little lady. We're talking like 4'8", 5'1", you know, at the tallest, dude. You know, so she's little, and in her 30s and shit. Yeah, and literally her head next to one of these buds, dude, was bigger than her fucking head. I never thought I would ever see that in my lifetime. There's a lot of good growers out there and genetics out there if you find them.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's the deal. You know, you got to find them. But there's a lot of good breeders out there, though. There's a lot of good breeders.
Yeah.
I'm starting to find them, you know. Like I said earlier, I haven't grown a bunch of different breeders, but I'm starting to find them. But I know there is good breeders out there.
So, somebody first starting out and growing, would you, what would you say for them to go with their money on stuff? Like some people try to cut cheap. I mean, to me, I don't know. You can't cut cheap because you get cheap.
Well, that is true. I will say though, I'll probably get fried for this, but I order tents off Amazon, right? And I have found a few good tents that are a little on the less pricier side that are good quality. So there is some out there that is good quality, but you do have to watch out though. I'm trying to think of the name of one of the ones that I got. But I've had my equipment for so long. My lights are Mars Hydro. And I hate to say it, I'll probably switch brands again. Their customer service isn't the greatest, but.
Do you have a burning issue? Someone told me that there's an issue with them.
I haven't had an issue with mine. I'm gonna say that I've had no issue with them. I like the lights. I can't say I haven't had one light. Half the panel didn't work. It was TS 2000, I think. And the 2x4 I showed you. And it just wasn't the greatest to get a hold of customer service. And then whenever they sent I just went blank. The box that runs it, I know the name of it, but where all the cords go in, but they sent it in an envelope instead of it being padded. So they didn't take care of that real well. But other than that, I have had no issue with their lights though. But I have heard that people have had a lot of issues with them at the same time. But
right. Well, I mean, that's your core. I'm not going to express on how much I have seen in different grows that us puppets have been able to have our hands in, and the investors either went cheap or went HDs. And so we've seen different lights and different results. that you get from the different lights, and it's a lot goes with your lights too, not only your newts. What are you running for newts?
I do a lot of dry amendments. I don't buy bottle nutrients, and I don't buy stuff that's already mixed. Which there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's not the reason why I don't use it, because like stuff that's already mixed in a bottle, like organic, it's all ready for you, which is awesome. But I use a lot of single dry nutrients. I got them in 5-gallon buckets, but like alfalfa meal, kelp meal, seabird guano, molasses and teas, bat guano. I mean, I use all kinds of different organic and natural single ingredients that I mix in my soils, and top dress, make teas, and all kinds of stuff like that. So I kind of make my own.
All right. So when you do a tea, like, are you talking like Girl Fam's Wizard tea, or are you using a different tea out there, or?
Well, I make my own. So what I do is let's say if I'm in vegetation stage, I'll take a more nitrogen, like the alfalfa meal, and like whenever I put my teas, it's more nitrogen, and I'll put it in a big bucket, either 5-gallon bucket, or here lately I've been using 20-gallon buckets, and I'll put it in a tea bag. I'll put all the dry nutrients in a tea bag, my own mix, and then put the water in there, and I have a pump. It's a pond pump. But I have it hooked up to some PVC pipe that goes down in the bucket or the barrel, and put holes in it, and it aerates it. So it's an aeration tube.
Oh wow, dude!
Nope.
Dude, and you said backwater. Are you using like anything like because of organics, like live worms or anything cool like that? Or
I haven't got that deep into that. I have a buddy of mine, Rod. It's awesome what he gets into that, because he does put live worms. He does cover crop on top of his soil. He gets really into that, but I haven't gotten into that. From what I've heard from him and others, it is very amazing. I mean, you're making your own ecosystem and stuff there.
Right.
I mean, the way he said it, I mean, I couldn't imagine how awesome it is, because they go in there, they eat, they crack stuff out and everything. So it's just a constant, there's good stuff. It would be cool to get into, though, that's for sure.
Right, man. No, it is. And it's cool hearing other people's ways, because, it's like we get you to come up here. There's people new out there still trying to form their ways of growing. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to get different people with different ways of growing. So as this person, I mean, they can grow what best suits them, from their time to convenience to like organic, which is now a little more time consuming, because you're doing the blends, you're making your mixes, so that's making a little more time of your
Yep. And see, that's the thing, like we are talking about earlier, new growers and whatnot. I encourage all the new growers out there, to try it. A lot of them's like, oh, I don't think I can do that. I can't grow anything. I've tried. I've known people that can't grow a tomato plant, but they can grow some dank weed. If you grow other plants, you're going to kind of have an upper hand on it, but don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Get your hands in there. Get your hands in the dirt and try it. Because there are a bunch of different ways.
Right. No, you ain't kidding, dude. And fuck, some strains, like, man. So for an example, what strain would you say is more difficult, that you got to use more advanced techniques with, and more iffy, that, like, because I assume in your years of learning you came across some of these bitches?
Well, yeah, but no, because I grew the same strain forever. But the past 4 years, I have grown a handful of strains. But I will say the one that's given me the most trouble is that black truffle, because it does not want to grow up. It just wants to stay short. You got to constantly clear it out. It's just a bush. And not like the bushes that we seen in there, like it's a bush. It gets out, it's bad. So that one's a little difficult, but pain in the butt more than anything. But it's fire. It's worth it, and it's worth the time. But the problem with that is though, and I don't want to say it's the black truffle because the breeders I bought it from, I can't remember the name of them, but it was one of those that was too good to be true ordeal. I think they push off bad genetics. It's one of those companies that gets these seeds and they put them in their own packaging, I found out, and whatnot. And so I don't know if it's actual good plant or not, but the black truffle gave me more problems than anything. So I don't know if there's the breeders. So you might see black truffle out there.
But fireweed, did they have like black traits and like the black colors, or like what was it, green or?
Well, it was more on the green side, but it just had a flavor and a smell to it that I've been wanting for a while. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. I know how to explain the smell and the flavor. But
is that what you just cut? Is that what you just cut?
No, I have some growing right now that we looked in the 2x4s. I did, and some of it's right here, but this is older. I didn't just cut it though, unfortunately. I wish, trust me, I wish I did because I'm ready for some more black truffle.
Right. So your strain that you were growing and learning off of and making stuff and different products and byproducts and whatnot, was it, where did you find it excelled more? Was it a better like dabber or presser? Was it better just by itself as a bud, or edibles it was fire? I mean, where did you feel the meds the most, I guess?
Are you talking about the one I grew forever or just in general?
Yeah, the one you grew forever. Well, even in general, dude. Like, I mean, did you grow something that was like out of this world and fucking Big Daddy fucking trikes?
I will say I'll say the one I grew forever, I'm not sure on because it started losing its potency throughout time. But the deal about that is, though, I didn't play around as much with that strain as I did with the others, because I didn't learn as much until the past 4 or 5 years. But I will say, though, I do try to hunt down ones that dump a lot for pressing, the ones that really have a lot of trichromes. That black truffle dumps. I had some love whip, like I was talking about Conway Farms. It dumps. I'm wanting to say. No, I think the Durban Poison, it was just the flavor that I like.
Yeah, the Durban Poison. Something about that flavoring. Oh, you're right, dude. Anything with Durban in it.
But see, I try to hunt stuff down. It's not all about the THC levels, the terpenes also. But I do try to hunt down the ones that have the higher THC. And the ones that, in the description say they do produce a lot of resin heads. But the reason why I like the higher THC to go along with the terpenes is for the effect from my mind. You know what I mean? Like it does, the terpenes helps out way more because I've had stuff tested and it came out 17, 18%, but people said it is freaking fire as can be. Well, you got them terpenes, you got them terpenes.
Yeah, right. Pineapple Express, the original Pineapple Express, 19 THC usually, dude. Fucking that shit fucking got you so fucked up. You were putting that bitch so down like halfway through because you're like, whoa, dude.
Now you got me wanting to grow some of it.
Oh man! Oh yeah! No, I might know a guy that's got a cutting in Oregon, dude. Yeah, so he while everybody else is selling their shit $30 in the store, at his farm $150 a Z, dude. Because it's that old cut, man. It's like the old cut. That's like the guy with the old chem dog, dude. And he's freaking making bank, dude. I
got some Chem Dog seeds, I think.
Oh no kidding!
forever.
The old pre 2000 chem dog.
Well, I don't know. This came from Captain Redbeard breeder, but I didn't buy the seeds; they were given to me, so I haven't really checked them out. But I think I got Chem Dog seeds, if I remember right.
Danelle agrees that Chem Dog and Pineapple Express are fire strains.
Yep, I've had them both. One time, I've had Chem Dog a couple times. Pineapple Express, I think I've only had once, I think. A long time ago, I had a friend, about 14 years ago, that had this suitcase of fun. He had these little, like porters, whatever, different flavors, and some Pineapple Express, and he gave it to me, and I got to try it.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty cool.
My buddy told me this story that his dad used to run an old Airbnb around the old hippie times, and somehow he knew this photographer guy for something, dude. And the guy would travel and all the following this landrace hunter and take pictures. And one year he came back with all these fucking had to climb up a rope, get to the mountain, ride the donkey type shit, and fucking to get to the tribe to get the landrace seeds. And dude was gonna give me some of his dad's old seeds, but they never came. But I'm like, dude, it's sometimes the story, dude, is
yeah, that's the story. Like we were talking about earlier about that guy that gave me that one seed. That one seed is the reason why you're talking to me right now. That one seed is basically what started Frosty the Budman in a different way. That one seed is what brought me more out of my shell. That one seed just changed my life. And I want to tell you just something real quick, and I'm so sorry if I'm going off on this, but that one guy gave me that seed, and then I don't know, 5 years later or so, maybe 6, I went to his house, and I didn't know he quit smoking, and I brought some of my homegrown. I was excited to smoke it with him because he gave me that seed, and he got mad, and he kicked me out of his house, and I left. Well, I came back from an event one night. This is, let's say, another 3 or 4 years later. My timing may be wrong, but I was hungry, and I don't like going into places to eat, but I did go eat some Chinese, and I seen him sitting with his family, and I was like, oh, wow, this is pretty cool. Well, he came walking across whenever they were leaving. He looked down at me, and he nodded his head, and I nodded my head. They were talking outside, and I got up, and I went to him, and I don't know if he'll ever understand this, but I said, I want to thank you for what you did for me because that changed my life. So the stories, like you were saying, there's so many cool stories behind cannabis. The seeds, the growers, just all kinds of stuff. But that's my cool little story.
No, that is. But that's your passion. That was your fuel to. And do you still grow it? That clone? Do you still have the cuttings that you grow, or?
No, but the cool thing about it is I still have one jar of the bud. I have seeds of it, but I can't ever get them to pop. I stressed them out, I guess, and then, well, obviously I did, and it produces some seeds, which was a blessing at one time. But I can't get them to pop. But I have one jar that I've kept, and I want to keep. And every so often I smoke out of it, but it's brown. It don't even look good. But it still hints of a decent smell, and it hints of a good smell, and it has a good effect to it. But it's that weed. It's that weed that I grew. It's my jar to remember where I came from jar.
Right.
It's probably 4 or 5 years old weed, maybe 4. Who knows? Maybe 6 or 7. I don't know. But yeah, I still have a jar of it though. Wow,
that's awesome, dude. That's pretty cool. I find with popping seeds, hydrochloric peroxide and sandpaper sometimes helps.
I've heard about that. I've heard people doing the peroxide so it softens up the shell. I don't think I've ever tried it. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I just never think about it. But I've read about the sandpaper to kind of get the shell little softened up or whatever it is, or thinner or whatever it is. I have heard about that.
Yeah, so Matt told my buddy told me he gave me some SoFab seeds, and I'm like, dude, they're not popping. He's like, I'll send you another pack. He said, but this time take hydroperoxide and take fucking sandpaper. I did that. Boom, boom, boom.
Done deal.
Yeah,
It
they
worked.
came out. They sprouted.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now sometimes I gotta think. I gotta clean it, but this is my seed. Like I said, I gotta clean it. I think I used it for a bowl in between, but so it's kind of dirty. But I'll use these to pick my seeds up after they sprout and whatnot. And sometimes I gotta take it and I'll put it in between, and I'll have to crack them open to get that tail. So sometimes I gotta do a little cracking a little bit. But I pop mine in water 99% of the time.
Okay. So a lot of people. All right. So that brings up another argument. Shell on the seedling. Do you crack it or let it crack naturally?
I just let it crack naturally unless it needs to be cracked.
Oh yeah, because
I don't
otherwise,
want to mess with them. I don't want to touch them unless I have to.
yeah, like I've seen them pinch themselves before and fucking like pinch off the head. Like they'll pinch their own head off if the shell doesn't like open up on its own.
Yeah, and then whenever they sprout, if I don't know if that's what you're talking about after they sprout, but sometimes you got to pop those open because it won't just go.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean, of course, I use gloves. You don't want to just start freehanding them because oil's on our hands, but it's like sometimes you got to. Sometimes you got to mess with them, and it's scary, but you get used to it, and it's like, okay, it's not, like a first time parent. They're like, oh my gosh, don't touch my baby, and then they start having a couple more kids, and then it's like, okay, the kids ain't as fragile as we think. You know what I mean? They are. Don't get me wrong. They need to be taken care of and whatnot, given love, but they're not as fragile as we think. So we can do a little, breaking the shells and stuff.
Yeah. Us puppets, we're not very clean, and we manhandle that shit. We don't got gloves. We can't afford that shit. Danelle, I'm glad you're enjoying Spaz. Oh, he comes out with some pretty cool songs. I don't know where you live, or I can't remember because I'm high right now, but I think he tours the Ohio area. Yeah, she thanked me for showing her Spaz music. He's got this song called Anxiety that's fucking fire as hell, dude.
I love songs like that because it touches my heart. It hits home.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if you ever heard of NF before, but it's like NF meets fucking who's the 8 Mile kid?
Eminem.
Eminem, yeah, it's like he's a cross between NF and Eminem, dude. Yeah.
Man, I bet that would be. Now, what's the dude's name?
Here, I got permission to play it if you don't mind, man.
No, I love music. From the time I wake up till I go to bed, I have music playing, like literally.
Oh, okay.
That's the first thing I do when I wake up. Turn on Pandora. Then the last thing I do to go to bed is I turn my stereo off because it's in the living room.
Yeah, that's one thing about being a puppet. My life is sometimes a miracle, and I get different results than other puppets, man. And it's I met artists that have kick-ass music, and dude, I would still like to get permission from like Tracy Nunez, who is the logistic dude for Cypress Hill, or from like Be Real or something, to play like their shit and stuff too. But I'm not there yet.
Keep pushing though. You never know what can happen. You never know. You know.
Hey, he likes fuck, what does he like? Oh yeah, no, he likes cannabis. Fucking Be Real. He's Dr. Green Thumb, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's safe to say he likes cannabis.
you're right.
I think it's safe to say that. Call me Dr. Green Thumb.
Hey, so being a guy that goes out and you probably know some uh, uh, what's it called? Um, uh, dispensaries and the product that's out there called uh, the grenades. Do you know what a weed grenade is? Have you seen those joints? Those big ass fucking.
Now I've seen specialty roll joints at events,
Okay.
dispensary style stuff. I mean honestly, I don't step foot in dispensaries too much in Missouri because I grow. So it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they're there because people need them, and just in case if I need them. But I'm not really too familiar with a lot of the products they do have because I don't usually go to the dispensaries.
So when you go to these functions, throwing on these functions, are these dispensaries throwing them on, or are these home growers throwing them?
It's all kinds of different people. Uh, Gosh, it depends on what event it is. I mean, there's some people that are music artists that throws these events. There are some of these people that are growers that throw the events. I mean, and there's some people out there that have events that like today I seen was it no, but there is dispensary events also that I've seen. But
Right. Have you ever thrown one yourself, or?
I have not. I have not. I'm more of the entertainment side of it. Or, you know, whatnot. Go out there, have fun, talk to everybody. If they let me get on stage, have some fun, get the crowd loud. But I have not thrown an event. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But from what I've seen and stuff, there's a lot of work to it. And I'm not saying I don't want to put in the work, but we all have our part we play here in the world. I'm not saying that's not my part, but not here at this time and moment.
Okay, okay. So now are you're playing out for different promoters, or the same one in different locations? I mean, they're just like, hey, dude, yeah, I love your energy. Come. I mean,
Well, there was one that I was doing consistently every time.
yeah,
I started taking a break off of it, and it's been nice. I miss it, don't get me wrong. But I've been getting a lot of stuff done in the grow rooms. I've been getting a lot of stuff done with my personal life, and that's very important. Uh, but that's the only one that was consistent. You know, like I knew I was going to do it whenever it came up. Other ones, they'll reach out to me. Like I did one in Kansas City, went to Kansas City, got on the microphone. We did some giveaways. Uh, you know, helped participate with some other ones. But it's mainly, different ones that get a hold of me. It's just I know a lot of people, you know. But no, only one of them was a consistent one though. But usually it's different.
Danelle's watching us while she's fishing, and she just caught a perch.
I haven't been fishing in so long. I miss it. Congratulations on your perch.
Oh yeah, no, dude, that's like, man, fishing is fun. It's I gotta pack another bowl.
No, me and my dad, we used to go fishing all the time whenever he'd come pick me up every other weekend when I was a kid. And out at Grand Lake in Oklahoma, we fished tournaments every so often. And I don't know, fishing's just amazing, but I haven't been on the water and I can't even remember how long it's been. Like actually on the water. I've been fishing, but not on the water.
Oh yeah, man, it's well, like down here, dude. We want to like we had a boat, dude. We used to take it out on Great Lakes, but you can't take it out on the Gulf because it's big waves, even though the waves in the Great Lakes are big too. But someday we would like to go ocean fishing out in a boat, but even just beach ocean fishing is fucking fun as fuck.
Oh, that's one thing I have not done is ocean fish. And that would just be so cool because that's totally different than just regular fishing in a lake. Like I'm talking like I want to catch one of them like.
Yeah. So my buddy tells me that he's got a fucking beach house access. His family has a beach house access, the in-laws. And if he knows enough time, we go to Galveston, Texas and fucking go fish for shark and shit, dude. Off here and shit. I would love that shit, y'all.
That'd be insane.
Right. You're right.
Big old shark, dude, and then having to fight it. Like I've heard people fighting them things for an hour, 2, 3 hours or whatever. Of course, depending on the size. Or the marlins. I've heard those marlins get pretty insane too.
I've never caught one, so I wouldn't know. The only thing I have caught in the Gulf of Mexico is a catfish and a striped bass, like the ocean version of the striped bass. And that thing was long. I mean, that thing was huge. It fed, like Jade and I eat a lot of food because our medication, and it fed us good, dude.
That's awesome. I miss fish. Fish is awesome to eat.
Yeah. So, crabbing is big down here, man. Like in crawfish, and dude, food is like the number one fucking success thing down here, dude. Like all the seafood. We're 45 minutes from the seacoast. Okay, so each different region where we're at. So if you want seafood, you go closer to coast. If you want like the authentic, more Cajun, we're in that area. If you want more bayou swamp, you go a little like east. If you want like French and like that, you go to New Orleans. You know, it's man, as a foodie, man, and Texas, and then there's even Texas is only 3 hours. So if you want smoked ribs, it's right there.
That's what my little big sister was saying. She used to live in Texas, and I was telling her I was going to be on your show, and she's like, "Yeah, Louisiana is just right down the road from where I live." So it was pretty cool to hear that. And see, Louisiana is one place that I've dreamed of to go just eat the food. Just eat the food. Just to enjoy it.
Are you a drinker or?
No, I quit drinking 2 years before my mom passed. So I don't drink. I don't mind being in bars or anything. It don't bother me. But no, I'm not much of a drinker at all.
Well, it depends what you want. If you want flashy, you go Mardi Gras time, because then there's big floats and everybody's out partying and partying from Ash Friday or from Good Friday to fucking Ash Wednesday and shit. You know, like it's one big long week of partying, parade after parade after parade, and big floats. And each region has like different. Like New Orleans, we never got to experience it yet, dude, except for watching it on TV. We just now got an invite to be able to like get front rows next year, dude. And we're like, oh yeah, big flop bitches, woo!
No, I don't drink or nothing like that. It would still be neat to experience that part. You know what I mean? Like to see it. You know, watch everybody party and have a good time and see all the parade. And I don't know, Louisiana there's just something about it. I've never been there, obviously, but I'm just saying, there's just something about it that draws my attention to it.
Culture. Yeah, no, culture. A couple of weeks ago, the ventriloquist buddy we knew, dude, took us to fucking Le Carnival. And Le Carnival was like all like trumpet and like jazz fest and like the Zada, the accordion dude music and Cajun music, and it's just one big party, man. for a weekend. Like Jazz Fest was just in New Orleans, and fucking Rolling Stones performed, and like
Oh wow.
They got Reggae Fest, and I think that's the later. I think that's like August or whatnot.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, just like where we live, dude, where we just the culture, like just you could go to the park and walk through the bayou and shit. I mean, I'd be careful because gators and stuff, but gators don't want to eat you. Oh, dude, let me tell you this story. So as puppets, we got invited over to Easter, dude. Like the dude enjoyed the pot we gave him for his birthday, so he told his daughter to invite us over and like bring our pot. So we brought our pot, and I'm peeing like here. Just picture a Shih Tzu pissing next to the river, dude. And he's like, I wouldn't be pissing that close to the river. Gator come go bite you, grab your fucking chihuahua ass and fucking eat you, bring you right into the fucking water. And it's like, dude, he wasn't kidding. There's like gators in the water. You gotta be careful when you're peeing. And, I mean, that's
at least the gator. Hey, just don't let the gator hump the dog. We were talking about earlier. Could you imagine the gator humping the dog, though? I'm sure it's
right, but I'm a boy.
Oh, well, the gators usually, they're hungry. Not for him, but. We were talking about that earlier. It's like, after the gator and the dog, I'm sorry. That's all I could think about was this gator just punching this dog. See what you guys did to me?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were going to share the music. Oh, my bad.
We forgot about that.
Yeah, dude. So, here, hold on. Let me put it down below here so we can see us here.
I'm getting a buddy stoned while we're on video. He just got here. If you're wondering what I'm doing, he's in the back.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving him a dab.
Oh, yeah, we can go anytime. Fuck, we're way
past No, we ain't got to go.
Gators and dogs are big no-no. See, even Danella's protecting my no-no square.
Now, this is what you were telling me about earlier, right? The one you said.
Yeah, so this is Spaz. This is a pretty neat kid out of Sesh Entertainment is the record label out of Ohio. It's called Anxiety.
You wake up in the middle of the night with these visions running through your head. One of the things you could do that's counterproductive is take one of those fantasies that's torture.
I feel I can't breathe. Something's inside of me. You call it demons, I call it anxiety. Why isn't me? Why can't I sleep? You call it demons, I call it anxiety. No therapy, no doctor recommend truth. They're scared of me from what's inside when I lock myself in this room. Better hold tight, get ready for the ride. Don't look down, keep your arms inside. Let's see what we can find. Library in my mind, dark shadows creeping slowly. It's my thoughts just manifesting. Some say it's just not holy. Crushed my dreams through devastation. Broke free from the chains that hold me. Stuck in a place still contemplating. Man, it gets so lonely. I talk to myself cause the voices know me. I feel I can't breathe. Something's inside of me. You call it demons, I call it anxiety. Why isn't me? Why can't I sleep? You call it demons, I call it anxiety. As I enter the room, smelling despair, it quickly consumes. Lights of a flicker, the power is drained. He's standing in front of me, body decay. Whispers I hear, see his face, frozen in fear, but I can't run away. He tells me I need him forever, he'll stay. And when I was younger, I gave him his name. How can I battle this thing I created? All out of anger, despair, and frustration. People would say, it's demons you chasing, problems I'm facing, self-mutilation. I'm through the pain, fighting to sleep. I tell him I hate him, I tell him to leave. He tells me he loves me, you'll see me at dawn. In the blink of an eye, my reflection is gone.
Because you will be suppressing it. And let it play itself out. You see, what's happening is that the parts of your mind, parts of your brain, parts of your psyche that are alarm systems. So that's the anxiety system.
I feel I can't breathe. Something's inside of me. You call it demons, I call it anxiety. Why isn't me? Why can't I sleep? You call it demons, I call it anxiety. You call it demons, I call it anxiety. You call it demons, I call it anxiety.
You're trying to think something through.
I like that.
They're using fantasy to think it through.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking, his style is awesome, man. And it's so the interesting thing with him is he doesn't have one style, is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Well, I like that.
So this song right here, Paradox.
Y'all don't got arcade, y'all better get arcade. It has the best samples in the game.
Virtual instruments, samplers.
I'm cheap, so I got to play the commercials. All right, here we go. So his song Paradox is about acid, dude. He was tripping.
Please enter your password.
Everything's shaking. My hands are sweating, skin is crawling. Too much is what the voices are saying. I'm staring into the reflection of myself. My face is melting. Nobody can help me. I'm nervous. Gotta get a grip. If I'm feeling sick, I start twitching. I'm getting that itch. I'm thinking I really shouldn't have took so much. I tried to escape this reality, and now I'm burning the clutch. I tried hard just to calm down and play my beat. Keep searching for that solid ground. I'm out of reach. Deep breath as I'm trying to slow my motions. One more hit of this acid, I'm going into convulsions. My mind's in the paradise. My mind's in the paradise. Flow me down the river in my time bar. Flow me down the river in my time bar. Situations got me lost. Situations got me lost. Cause my mind's in the paradise. Cause my mind's in the paradise. I'm hearing noises from the other room, but nobody's home. I'm tripping so hard, something just switched in my dome. Bright lights flash white in the walls. Are they shrinking, or am I just growing? I don't know, my brain's overthinking. Something's lurking. I need a smoke to calm down these crazy feelings that I provoke. So vibrant, as the colors clash like titans. Sounds move fast like lightning, and I'm just standing there swaying. Overloaded with these thoughts now. I feel like I'm floating. 5 could be the number. Wow, senses imploding over the edge. In the mirror, my eyes go black. I'm peeking off of this acid. My reflection laughs back. My mind's in the paradise. My mind's in the paradise. Flow me down the river in my time bar. Flow me down the river in my time bar. Situations got me lost. Situations got me lost. Cause my mind's in the paradise. Cause my mind's in the paradise.
Yeah, dude. So the guy's got style, man. It's I mean, yeah, he's got style. It's I assume with your Cadillac, you got a fucking kick-ass, bumping-ass fucking stereo system in it probably too, eh?
No, it's about damn near the only car I haven't put a system in. But now I got some 6x9s I'm putting in it. I know it sounds like just 6x9s, but these things are massive. They're not just your normal 6x9s. But one day I will put some subs in it. But no. I played that stock stereo loud as hell though.
Right,
it will go.
All right, man. I don't know, man. So, okay. So, all right. Let me tell you a story, man. So Harleys. I don't know. You have to, if it doesn't have a radio. you got to get Bluetooth speakers or the whatnot, and then hook them up, and then what? So we did that. Us puppets did that on our 1200 Sportster, and we would pump out and dance and whatnot. Well, Dad went to jail, so we decided to use his tour bike while he was in jail, and it has the stock radio, but we didn't give a fuck. We're like blasting the fucking radio, driving through the UP, going to see waterfalls. Like, I'm the tiger. Yeah.
You gotta make the best of what you got, you know. No, I gotta use a lot of my money in my grow and stuff. So a lot of that other fun stuff, you know. I do buy bonds and stuff, but like stereo equipment and stuff, I love the heck out of it, but gotta get that grow stuff. Got to.
So when you're doing your grows, man, and the amount of money you're putting in, you're talking electricity, all that shit.
Oh, just dropped over $1,000 just in nutrients, all the dry nutrients, just this past couple of weeks.
So how long will that last you, though?
That's the good thing. That's the good thing. It's gonna last me over a year or so. Like it may even last me a year and a half, 2 years. Maybe not that long, but I'm just saying. This time, the whole time I've been doing this, I never wrote on the bucket. This time when I fill it, I'm gonna write the date on the bucket so I do know how long it lasts me.
So when you're making your dry amendments and your teas, are you alternating that, like 1 week as a tea because it has different stuff, or are you?
Yeah, I switch around sometimes, but like let's say if I'm in, I pair up some of them sometimes. Like whenever I'm in vegetation stage, I'll do my alfalfa meal and kelp meal together, or whatever it is. And then like 1 week, and then the next week I'll do like a little bit of phosphorus and whatever it is, I put it together. Sometimes I'll make all in one, but you got to be careful with that because you make that crap too hot. People say you can't burn your plants with organic. I don't understand where they get that from. But you got to really be careful with that stuff because you can. You can sit there and watch your leaves just curl right in front of you. But it just kind of depends. I do mess around a little bit with it. Sorry, I'm getting some weed ready here.
Yeah, no, dude, that's cool, man. I like weed.
But no, with all the different ingredients I use, like I said, I throw them together, either pair them together, or sometimes I'll just throw them all in one, especially if it's in flour. If they need some extra, phosphorus and then a little bit of nitrogen, I'll put them together. Because, when they're in flour, they're hungry.
Oh, wow. So Devin caught a trout. Woo, I love trout. Great. So you say you give nitrogen and flowering? A lot of people say
Well, no, a little bit. I'm not saying like a lot. I give it more phosphorus, but if it needs a little bit of nitrogen, just a little bit, maybe I'll throw it in there with it, though. You know what I mean? Like with my bat food for my seabird guano, just like a little bit. I don't mean like a lot.
So I got a bucket that I got ready for autos once, man, and I pre-mixed it all with all this like cool phosphorus, fucking organic dry stuff, and then a cool fish meal mix, and then the mouse ate all the 45 different autos, dude. So now I got this bucket of auto food mix all ready for autos that were eaten by damn mice.
Oh crap. Are you good at autos?
Huh?
Are you good at autos?
No. It was just one of those things I wanted to visit because Jorge Cervantes, one time talking with him, promoted autos. So it was one of them, like open up the door and try it out. But I don't know, a sign from God and a fucking mouse eating the cocksucker like it was a salad told me, fuck autos.
I guess Mike's got his too, but not our medicine, man. Hey, now I'm picturing this mouse just coming up, sitting down at a table by the pot plant, you know, whatever, all that stuff with some dressing and a little plate just taking time.
Yeah. Oh no, man! One time we were sitting and we were watching a fucking lizard walk over, go and eat a fucking whitefly on the fucking thing right when it popped off the seed. And before I could get the fuck over there to fuck, because I'm a dog and shit, right? But fucking before I could get there, the lizard fucking ate it and fucking ran. That cocksucker piece of shit went after that bug, missed the bug, ate the fucking leaf. The head of the fucking seedling's now like broken. That cocksucker.
I love you. Because I'm a dog, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, fuck.
Hey, hopefully I can give you a big hug. Can I give you a big hug one day?
All right. So we're trying to get Jade to get us. Jade's like, all right. So we reached out to Missouri camp out. We're like, dude, if you need a fucking puppet in a fucking dab tent or somewhere where we can hide the fucking human or something and do a little puppet show, like, the only thing that the obstacle that we have, Jay gave us permission. We can go drive up there, go have some fun, and then drive back, you know. But she said it's not going to be on my dime, and us puppets were like, fuck, we can't afford that. But so however long it takes for us to drive up there and then to have a good time and then to come back, dude. And as long as it's not on the dime, we can go. And that's that June festival in Missouri, that the camp out. That's the Mole camp out. The Southern Missouri camp out, right?
Yeah, Southwest Mosef.
Yeah.
Great Canna camp out.
Yeah, the Canna camp out.
Yeah. No, they're really good people out there. Well, maybe one day y'all can, you know, make it out. That's the deal, though. It's like you said, all that driving and stuff, it all adds up.
Right. Well, and I don't mind the driving. That I can do.
Well, no, I mean, like, the cops. You know what I mean? Like, you got to worry about the gas, everything in between this and that.
Yep.
It adds up. I mean, heck, me just going to events sometimes just like Kansas City and stuff like that. I don't like buying hotel rooms, but every so often I got to get a hotel room, you know, between gas, hotel room, and food and stuff like that. Before you know it, you spent, you know, enough for a freaking vacation.
What's up, Chris?
Hi, Chris.
How you doing, man?
Hi, Chris. Are you hi, Chris?
Hi, Chris. You want to get high, Chris? So we're going to pop. Hold on. Let me see if fuck, the bong's that pack. Let me go pack the bong. Motherfucker.
Yeah, luckily, mine's not fresh, but there's some in it, though. Chris, this is for you, Chris.
Puff, 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 puff.
See, I'm scared. I don't want to do big rips on video on a show because I'll probably end up coughing myself and start drooling all over the place. I don't want to pee myself on camera either. That wouldn't be fun.
No, but I mean, it's all about entertainment, and if you enjoy yourself in the end,
I did stand on the entertainment side, so I guess that would be some entertainment. I mean, I have done some pretty big dabs and stuff on videos that luckily I turned it off because it was on reels and whatever. But
well, that's what I gotta say. There's some mechanics that we gotta work on. So we used to have a hose on our older puppets that shot smoke out of our fucking mouth, but we couldn't find the right size hose. It's all about the size of the hose. Don't let the girls yell at you and lie to you, dude. It's the size of the hole that matters, because otherwise, fucking Mr. Hobbies was sitting there trying to blow it, dude. And what? Well, anyways, he was trying to blow through the hose, and yeah, he was trying to blow through the hose, and the fucking pot smoke was coming out of his ears because it wasn't coming out quick enough because the hose was too small.
Hey, that would be kind of a good thing though, in a sense. You've seen cartoons where the smoke came out of their ears.
Hey, it was supposed to come out of us puppets, not the human.
Oh, well, you know, it's all about entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! No, that is neat though, having the hole where it come out of the mouth.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Did we work our way up to the big bong?
That's what I've been using the whole time. Well, for flower, this is my flower bong.
Is your buddy here? Can he smoke out of the 8-footer and see if he can handle it?
He said no. Hold on, we're getting there. Don't hand me the mop. All right, hold on a second. Hang in there with me.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be sweet.
No, it ain't. Maybe for you guys. Here, usually I dab out of it. That's gonna be a lot better than smoke or wax. So hold on 1 second here.
Well, I got the mute button. If you start coughing too bad, just kind of give me like a finger or something.
I'm going to give you the finger. I don't want to give you the finger. I like you.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, something to give me a sign. It's kind of like a safe word. Yesterday's safe word was cocksucker, but we said roosterfish. Yeah, but we said roosterfish because we want to be politically correct.
All right. We're going to get a big old dab here. You ready for this? Watch. I'm going to just throw it in there.
Oh, wow. I've never seen someone do a dab it out of there.
Hold on, dude. It's been a while. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to take a dab out of the 6-foot ball. Keep that handy. We may need that. So here we go.
Let me play my buddy Rising Sunset Frogs in the background. Oh, yeah!
Thank you.
Oh, yeah! Woo! Yeah!
I didn't get real hot.
Oh, dude, that was freaking awesome, man.
I wouldn't like totally die on your show.
Oh, I get it. No, just watching you do what you did was pretty awesome. I didn't expect you to do a dab out of that. Holy fuck. I don't, it's been 20 years since I did an 8-footer. I don't know if I'd be able to handle one.
Well, the whole reason I got this, that shop here in Missouri special ordered it for me. Whenever I was doing an event at Lake of the Ozarks, I was going to hit it, take a dab on stage. But the band started setting up early, so I never did get to do it. But I've held on to it ever since. And it's been kind of fun.
Well, thank you for getting high on the NOK Network with it, dude, with us puppets, bro. That's pretty awesome, man. Oh, wow. Look how that wipes you out. Whoa!
You know, wet. Woo! I'm drenched.
Woo! Damn, son.
That's how we do it in the Midwest.
Wow. Woo! Guys, if you haven't checked out my buddy here, Frosty the Budman, go check him out on Facebook. Dude, this was a kick-ass 2-hour show, man. I haven't done 2 hours for a while, bro.
Thank you so much for having me on. I never got to get stoned with a puppet, and this was amazing. Such an awesome experience. And I know you're ready to get off here. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to say cannabis has brought me to a lot of cool things, and it's helped heal me more and more. And I appreciate you so much for having me on the show. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. No. If you got something more you want to say, I mean, fuck, dude. But I mean, I figure we'll close this up and then we can, like, behind the studio fucking sit and puff a little bit as we say our goodbyes, dude. You know?
Sounds good.
Yeah, all right. So let me quick play this commercial and everybody, thanks for watching the IWK 710 Daily Sesh. Danelle said that she is going to follow you, but no, I can't do one more song, Danelle. My arm's getting sore, and I'm old, and dude just took a huge-ass fucking dab, so we're going to go die behind scenes, and... So check us out. Thank you. And watch us on the replay. And damn, son, 2-hour great show. Woo! Oh, I gotta say, I gotta hit where's the codes? Oh, here it is.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@NOKNetwork.com. Are you a Northern Ontario resident? Searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience
utilizing cannabis as a medicine and is spreading the education across the North. Activism, resources, referrals, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no sir to cannabis propaganda with No Sir. Find us at www.nocer.ca.